Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. If you've been on this channel for a second, you know that we love Disney Channel movies here. And I got a request a little while back for a 90s Disney Channel movie called H-E Double Hockey Sticks, which is a hilariously bizarre movie. It starred Rhea Perlman, Gabrielle Union, and of course, Will Friedle and Matthew Lawrence, the golden duo of the 90s on Disney Channel. And yes, it is a Disney Channel original movie about a demon that is sent to steal the soul of a star hockey player. Yeah, before the Montero music video even existed, Disney Channel was making hell look awesome. Damn, now Montero's gonna be in my head for the rest of the day. Not even mad about it.
Woo! Big day today! Hitting the big time today! Yes, I am!
This is our main demon. He is very happy to work this demon job.
Hello! Dead.
We get a very long scene of him just kind of walking through work and saying hi to people that look less enthused about their job.
Humpback, my man! It's a tough job, isn't it? But somebody's got to do it.
Don't touch me.
You, right? Might as well be you.
He meets up with his pals Skid and Mark, named for obvious reasons.
Wait, are you skipping class today?
Oh, I guess he's technically a student.
Attila the Hun is the guest speaker.
And he's skipping the Attila the Hun guest speaker class.
No. I got a meeting downstairs. Beelzebub wants to see me.
Because he's got a meeting with Mrs. B, who's like a big-time demon. Also, I'll link this full movie. You can find it on YouTube. It's recorded right off of Disney Channel, so the little, like, lower third bumpers come up periodically. I'm gonna try to edit around them if I can, but if I can't, let's just hope it's nostalgic and not annoying.
Ah, yes, Mr. Griffleton. Have a seat. No.
So after he falls on his ass because she has a trick chair in her office and she berates her assistant,
Can it, Antoinette?
Marie Antoinette's head. She gets a creepy ambiance going.
Oh, well, that's not exactly true. I mean...
She physically makes him stop talking.
I ain't about to let a not-so-hotshot little piker like you mar the reputation of this institute.
And she basically tells him, hey kid, your grades suck, and if you flunk out of this class, I get blamed for it.
We're kicking you upstairs.
So she sends him on a little field trip up to Earth to try to steal a soul and earn his horns so that he can pass.
All you have to do is go topside and get some soul.
Oh, Miss B, you don't know me at all. Look, check it out. I already got plenty of soul. Look at it. Look at it. How much soul I got? Show you how much I got.
No, just please stop. Don't stop it.
I got soul.
He's just got to get somebody to sign this contract, promising that if he gives him as a demon what he wants most in the world, they'll get his soul.
We give the human what he wants most, and in return, we receive his soul.
Classic, right?
Hotty hots?
Oh, well, thank you. What's your name?
Ah!
Marie, the lights, s'il vous plaît. Oh, I keep forgetting that little issue with the hands.
Oh, that's low.
Mr. Griffleton, meet your soulmate, Dave Heinrich.
Soul in question belongs to this up-and-coming hockey player.
Rookie sensation, all-American whiz kid extraordinaire, grew up with a stick in his hands.
Wussy-looking little dude.
Heinrich
So he gets some human clothes and she tells him to meet his contact, Gabby, you know, when he gets up there.
Right-hand man. Look, no offense, Miss B, but I'm kind of a solo act.
So was Vanilla Ice.
Ooh, good point. Nothing says late 90s like a Vanilla Ice reference and these frosted tips. She gives him a Satan phone.
Roadkill, the manual.
And a manual. And off he goes on the underworld bus. Why do demons need to ride a bus to get around? I don't know. It's just how they operate.
I love the smell of carbon monoxide in the morning.
Ugh. Gross, but also that reminds me of, like, does anybody else love the smell of diesel fuel because it reminds them of Disney World? That's me, so. Is that just a me thing?
Oh, what is that smell? Oh, what is it, trees?
If I'm being honest, I have never noticed the specific smell of trees. Huh. But he finally gets to this hockey game that he needs to go to. The guy whose soul he's trying to steal is playing, and his girlfriend and his girlfriend's kid are there watching. His girlfriend's kid does not like him.
He chokes again!
Louis!
He's freezing his ass off because, you know,
I definitely did not pack right for this trip.
demons aren't really big fans of ice. Not even vanilla ice, apparently. And for an up-and-coming star player, he's not really that good at hockey. And then our demon friend only recognizes his contact when she literally beats him over the head.
Everybody wants some hottie hot! Hottie hot! Oh, hottie hot!
With the signal.
Now, I have nothing against women. I really don't, but...
Uh-oh. That's not a good way to start that sentence, dude.
So I don't need your help. So here's what I want you to do. Why don't you go back to selling your little Girl Scout cookies here?
Oh, hell no. No, you didn't.
Hottie hot! Get your hottie hot!
He then practices his whole salesman pitch on the ice, which is weird considering how cold he was in the stands. Meanwhile, our hockey player, Dave, is not getting along with his girlfriend's kid because he's an asshole and he doesn't understand other human beings, apparently.
Hey! Actually, you know what? It kind of goes to the left, fake pass to the right, through the legs, past the defender's stick.
And then our demon buddy poses as a reporter and quotes him on saying that he would sell his soul to win the Stanley Cup.
I'd sell my soul to win the Stanley Cup.
Bozo. Crusty.
Wow, do even demons have nightmares about clowns? That's kind of fitting.
So, how's Operation Soul on Ice going?
Yeah, really, you don't have to hang around on the ice the whole time, dude.
You do, of course, know where he lives.
The big tall building with the windows and the doors.
That's me trying to give directions to anybody.
The governor's tower?
That's the one. What did I not just say that?
Yeah, he refuses to take Gabby's help, even though she clearly needs to help him. Yeah, that's what you get, demon boy.
I need to see Dave Heinrich, please. No, you don't understand. No, really. No, I don't want his autograph.
The doorman won't let him up to see Dave, the hockey player, and his demon phone isn't working.
We suggest you consult the manual presented to you at the beginning of your deployment.
And of course he threw out his manual.
Your call will be answered in approximately
48 minutes.
Honestly, I would believe that hell is just being on hold with customer service for all of eternity. And then with a stroke of just dumb luck, he just throws the phone on the ground. It's like, mah, and then it just starts working.
See, you aren't such a complete nitwit after all.
Gotta love those indestructible late 90s flip phones.
I rip you!
And so now that his phone is working, he's just using it to zap people left and right.
I rip you too!
Is he just killing people? Is that what he's doing? Very dark for a Disney movie. He gets to a sports bar that Hockey Boy owns, and there's this character who wears a hockey mask. He's like the receptionist, but you can't hear him because of the hockey mask, so they just subtitle what he says, which is really funny.
Can you get like mold, garbage, anything festering?
God. As if the current climate of the world hasn't made me hate salad bars enough already. He manages to do what Dave can't, which is to befriend this kid that belongs to the hockey player's girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm here to write the definitive Dave Heinrich piece. You know, who's the man behind the mask? You know, a real blood and guts expose.
In fact, this kid hates his mom's boyfriend so much that when our demon friend says that he is a reporter for like a tabloid.
Ah, so you're looking for the dirt, huh?
This kid just sells him out because he's like, cool, this guy can get me free foosball and ruin my mom's boyfriend's life. Kid even sneaks him into the locker room before the next game.
Dave Heinrich, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Ugh. God, it's the same energy as Nick Lachey hosting Love is Blind, and he would always say, like, obviously, I'm Nick Lachey.
I'm from hell. Here.
Satan's minions have business cards? Huh. That opens up a lot of questions about, like, where do they have them printed? What do they say on them? Are all their business lines just a series of 6s, and that's their phone number?
Yeah, that's a funny gag.
So this guy doesn't believe him when he says he's a demon trying to trade his soul for a Stanley Cup win. He probably hears that every single day. So, our demon boy, he says, hey, to prove to you that I am who I say I am, I'm gonna make that kid, who keeps tripping over his own feet, score 3 goals tonight. And Dave's like, Okay. I'll believe that when I see it.
No. 3 gold.
Also, nobody's helping this poor kid? Come on, guys.
So the client wants fireworks, huh?
Ah,
Well, then fireworks. He shall have.
I didn't know you could see me. So, of course, that night at the game.
He's out! He scored!
That's one.
One arm! He shoots! He scored!
That's 2.
He's out! He shoots! Got it!
That's demon magic, baby. And then just to put icing on the cake, he duplicates himself and fills up the entirety of the dugout.
Be a hog, man? Come on!
Just to freak Dave out. The next morning, Dave's still kind of on the fence, so he just, you know, gives him magic Satan coffee.
I haven't had my cup of coffee.
Pulled off with wonderful 90s graphics.
If you are who you say you are.
If! I don't think you have a doubtful leg to stand on anymore, Dave. A pitchfork rung. You don't have a pitchfork rung to stand on, Dave. He drives off and leaves Demon Boy alone, and so now he's talking to himself and leaving himself notes in the bleachers.
Ask Miss B to contact the Switzerland men's yodeling team.
Oh, no offense to the yodelers out there, but I could definitely see a yodeling team down at the Hell High School.
I'm on a shelf. The sticky stuff on the floor, it's really good.
Ugh. Ugh. No. God. So now he and Gabby are sitting on the ice again. Has he moved into the ice rink? Is he, like, living there now?
Soul snatching for idiots.
Wow, they really do have one of those for everything.
In case you have the urge to enlighten yourself.
In case you ever have the urge to enlighten yourself. Another great diss. This kid explains that his mom is the truly gifted skater, but she's being overshadowed by her jerk, subpar hockey boyfriend.
She had near perfect scores at nationals. Dave went for the gold and well, she didn't. Shouldn't you be writing all this down?
He wants to make sure he's taking notes on how horrible Dave is. He's like, no, that's asshole with 2 S's. He continues to make Dave's life hell, no pun intended, but also kind of intended, by making the puck get stuck to his hockey stick. What is he drinking?
Mucus?
Ew.
Oh no.
Hurry, what the heaven is wrong with this picture?
What the heaven? I didn't catch that the first time I watched this. So Dave screwed up so badly, even down in hell they're watching him and laughing at him.
I can't win a Stanley Cup all by myself. I'm not gonna sign over my soul either.
Well, then let me ask you a question. Who are you saving it for?
So next day he hits Dave with some harsh truths. He's like, look, you're kind of a selfish bastard. Your girlfriend's kid hates you. What do you really need your soul for?
This wonderfully decorated apartment with these just enormous pictures of yourself all over the place. I mean, who did that? Billy Rembrandt?
And then to rub salt in the wound, he's like, and your interior decorating is ugly. I hate your apartment. And then he shows him a grim glimpse into his future where he dies alone and Stanley Cupless.
I'm Brad Nessler. This is Sports Desk.
Sports Desk. Tell me that's not really the name of a show on ESPN. Sports Desk? It sounds like something somebody as tuned out of sports as me would call sports coverage.
Died today at the age of 43, choking on a piece of goose liver at an all-you-can-eat smorgasbord.
What? You've made several errors in your life if you're ever anywhere near goose liver, much less if you die choking on it. So Dave and his demon friend, they run up to the roof, they argue some more, and then he agrees to sign his soul over.
Yeah.
And so there's a snazzy demon wardrobe change, and then he pulls out this gigantic contract.
There you go. Sign here. Here.
So hell is full of bad cable reception, lots of paperwork, and being on hold with customer service. And yodeling. That doesn't sound too far off. I buy it.
Get there.
God, he's so...
So he calls Miss B, tells her that he got the contract signed.
Why don't you, see if you can drum up some new business?
She sends him on a couple of side quests.
Poke a few new holes in the ozone layer?
I don't think he needs to do that. Humans kind of do a great job at that all by themselves.
No, I don't think that's such a good idea. You know what happens when you let them eat cake?
Why is Marie Antoinette's head in a bowling bag?
You haven't heard a word I just said to you, have you?
Well, I heard blue line. It's blue line, not zone.
Dave is still being a terrible boyfriend.
I'm sorry, stupid me. Okay, I'm just a figure skating instructor. What do I know, right?
And, look, it's not my fault I'm on this side of the glass and you're not.
Oh my god. Dump his ass, girl.
I don't know why you haven't called me back either. I left like a couple messages. Call me.
You could say please.
You should be watching ESPN. They're doing a really great special on me.
Ugh! Shut up! So now Demon Boy's trying to, decide who he's gonna zap next.
Police officers, politicians, pedestrians.
Yo, hey, pedestrians are usually cool.
Hey, why do you think we're doing so good?
Made a little deal with the devil.
It's funny because he's gonna go to hell. So the team's doing great, because Griffelkin is keeping up his end of the bargain. That's his name. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's his name.
If one more person calls me Griffelkin, I'm gonna kill them.
See, Dave is miserable because even though he's doing good at hockey, it turns out hockey is not the only thing in life that makes you happy.
You got it, plenty of room.
Gabby is directing traffic.
Houston, we have contact.
Oof. And Griff, I'm just gonna call him Griff.
Do they ever go through, like, post-soul withdrawal?
Griff is starting to get attached to his new human friends, and he's sad that Dave is sad. Isn't that cute?
Why don't you see if you can patch things up between him and his tomato?
So he tells Gabby about it, and she's like, well, maybe try to patch things up between him and his girlfriend, and that'll make you feel better, maybe.
Okay, do I know you?
My name's Griffelkin, a friend of your little brother.
Why did I just now realize that he's her little brother and not her kid? Why am I like this?
Oh, right. You're that reporter that he beat at table hockey like 6 times in a row.
Does she have a new accent now?
So, let me guess. You're here to interview the woman who is no longer behind the man.
Now she's back to the first accent. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Remind him to take off the hockey mask first, you know, just to lessen the whole making out with Jason effect.
Jason, I love that guy because he's got the
Oh, a movie review that's probably about as descriptive as my movie reviews.
And then we'd sneak off to Playland for a little whirl on the spin out.
Griff finds out that there was this little carnival that they like to go to.
Wait a second. I think that if you...
And then he falls on his ass. Hockey is a weird sport, though. Like, when you really break it down. It's like, let's put knives on our feet and then slide around while we knock rubber into a big net with a bigger stick. He brings Dave to aforementioned carnival.
Doesn't exactly invoke the fondest of memories.
Yes. I love how the girlfriend's like, it was this romantic place where we, like, met and spent all this time. And Dave's like, ugh, I don't have good memories of this place.
On your free time, you steal away for a few precious moments. You share a corn dog.
Ah, the romance of corn dogs. Griff gets the tilt-a-whirl going. Things start going well. And then he almost kills them. But things are still going okay. They have this cute little family day.
It's a trick play called the Louis Leftover.
Lewis teaches him this new move that he created all by himself.
I know you think I'm some self-centered, overpaid athlete.
The kid's just like, yeah, I do.
Can't understand it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, my hands are clammy. I can't. I mean, I can't catch my breath.
So now Griff's having a breakdown because he's feeling feelings.
Gotta go. Don't tell Miss B. Promise me.
We promise.
They're gonna tell Miss B.
He says that he's
Feeling emotions.
feeling good.
They told Miss B.
This never would have happened if you had listened to me.
Hey, one more word out of you, and I am gonna sign you up for the Tuesday night bowling league.
She and Marie really have a contentious work relationship, by the way.
I don't know, it's just, like, right when I'd written you off as some overpaid, egotistical puckhead, you turn around and you go human on me.
Aw, thanks, sweetie. And then, uh-oh.
All the more strange that the team has suddenly told its star player and captain to go jump in the lake.
Out of nowhere, Dave gets traded off the team.
Demon legend Dave Heinrich was unceremoniously traded.
Without any warning or heads up, nobody told him, it just happened. He learns about it on the news. And this throws a wrench in the whole selling your soul plan, because he traded his soul for his specific team to win. So now that he's not on that team, he's kind of screwed.
Look, honestly, I didn't know.
Yeah, right, you didn't know.
Yeah, really?
The girlfriend really doesn't take this well. I'm not 100% sure why him getting traded is a deal breaker for her. I'm probably missing something, but she's really not happy about it.
This isn't the end of the world, buddy.
So Griff's like, ah, shit. So he calls Miss B.
Listen, this is not a good time to call. She's in a really bad mood.
Miss B's having a breakdown while Marie Antoinette is her personal answering service.
We invented phone company harassment.
No, it's Grifflekin.
That makes total sense that phone company harassment comes from Satan.
Miss B, what's going on with David? You traded him to another team, and that wasn't, nice.
Exactly.
So Dave was traded because Griff is now doing good things, which he's not supposed to do as a demon. So he gets chewed up by Miss B, and then she tells him to get on the next bus south, if you know what I mean.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were Dave...
Oh, no. Poor Dave. I mean, he kind of deserves it, but,
The obvious thing would be to prevent the demons from winning the Stanley Cup.
So because Dave's now his buddy, he decides to make sure that his original team doesn't win the Stanley Cup, because if that happens, the contract's null and void, and Dave gets to keep his soul. And so, of course, he misses his bus. So the bus shows up in hell without him.
Heads will roll for this.
And Miss B is not happy. Meanwhile, he's trying to hitchhike to Annapolis to help Dave. He finally makes it to this very fake-looking hockey rink, where Dave is meeting his new team.
Will you see me coming? Get your dog back!
Well, it's his eyesight.
They're not exactly all-stars. This one's more interested in doing a victory dance. This one has anger management issues.
He's generally a pacifist. The people in sales love him, and he's very popular with church groups.
God damn it.
I'm going to talk to my agent, get some commercials so I can afford to sit out this season.
Oh, I guess she's just mad because she thinks he transferred on purpose to, leave them behind. I see why that's, a sucky thing, if he had done it on purpose.
Getting dissed by one of Lucifer's lackeys. Hey. As a matter of fact, I'm here to help you, David.
Yeah, he cares, Dave. So he's here to help Dave make sure that his team miraculously... Is it miraculously if Satan does it for you? He's trying to help them win, even though they're a terrible team. But his good vibes that he put out when, helping people, shorted out his fork phone.
I think when I encouraged you and Ann to get back together, and then I drove up here to Annapolis to help you out, my positive energy might have accidentally shorted out the flip fork.
So he tells him, all right, Dave, you're your only hope. You got to get this team to win the Stanley Cup so that you don't lose your soul.
You think I can take the last place Annapolis Angels to a Stanley Cup?
You're gonna have to, Dave.
They're not as bad as they look, Dave. No, they're worse.
Yeah. So Dave gives one of those semi-inspirational sports movie pep talks.
So from now on, the old Dave Heinrich, he's history. It's gonna be one for all, and all for one, Dave. And all for one.
But his pep talk mainly consists of him being like, I'm not going to be a selfish asshole who hogs the spotlight. I'm gonna be a team player. See how that works? But he actually starts pulling the team together, and they start winning game after game after game, and they're gonna make it to the Stanley Cup finals, that playoffs. I'm not into sports. So they have this victorious hockey montage played to this song. But just like they can't say hell in this movie, they also apparently can't say sexy, so they changed the words to you hockey thing. You hockey thing? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Well, call me, Bye.
He's like, Anne, please come see me play hockey ball. It's not a ball, but you know. So now Miss B is pissed, and she's going up there to deal with shit herself.
Get your head out of the garbage.
It's funny because her head's in the trash can. Poor Marie. I think she might deserve better than this. Alright, so now it's the championship game. He's all sad because his girlfriend and her kid aren't there. But then they are, so he's not sad anymore. My favorite thing about his turnaround for this team, how he gets them to actually, get to the championship game is this guy with the anger management problem. He just realizes that all he has to do is just insult him in the middle of the game, and that will get him to score.
Don't be calling my names! You know what, Marvin? You're pretty ugly too! Don't be calling me names!
Don't insult my mama. I'm insulting you. Don't insult me. Harsh, but the strategy's working out for him. But now Miss B is here, so things are probably going to go south. That pun was intended, because, you know, hell is... never mind.
May the fork be with you. Woo-woo! Train wreck!
She just starts sabotaging him left and right, which is very not fair. But, you know, demons and all.
He winds up... He's violently checked by his own man, Boog Bukowski! Oh no.
And then Dave gets very hurt.
Quiet, mouse face.
Hey, that's my wife you're talking about there, Carrot Top.
Can it, Gilligan?
Like, not only is she targeting the team, but she just shrunk that guy just for pissing her off for a second.
Boy, the stretchers always remind me of our climb in the Andes. We were up around 17,000 feet, and I got my pitons...
What are you talking about, dude?
Mixed up with my crampons, and, well, I think I fell about 400 feet.
Like, someone wrote that into the script, and then he had to memorize that. Damn.
Oh, listen. Oh, Davey, come on.
So Griff and Dave are, I wanted to say backstage. You know what I mean. They're in the locker room, and Dave's not going to be able to keep playing.
You rang?
Gabby.
Oh my god, is Dave dying? Please don't kill Dave.
Gabby, short for Gabrielle. You might say I'm something of a double agent.
Ah, she's actually the angel Gabrielle. She's not a demon. She's a double demon agent. A double demon angel agent. There you go.
We upstairs are taught to be more hands-off.
So poor Dave on his deathbed. Not really. He doesn't die. This is still a Disney Channel movie.
But I'm feeling a little inspiration coming on. Or maybe it's the concussion.
No, Dave.
He has the brilliant idea to send Griff out in his place, pretending to be him, to play for him.
No, Dave. No.
That'll go well. Shockingly, this demon is not very good at hockey. So this is really a dicey situation.
So what play are we gonna run?
Well, Dave said that we should, I think we should run Louis leftover.
But he remembers the special move that Louis taught him, so that's what he tells the team their next play is. And Miss B just keeps trying to zap him, thinking that it's Dave, and she's wondering why it's not working. Meanwhile, Dave is just like about to go into cardiac arrest in the locker room. Poor Dave.
Apparently it's called the Louis leftover. I don't know who Louis is.
The kid's like, me, I'm Louis. So after a lot of hockey shenanigans, it comes down to the last couple seconds, and it's all up to Griff to get that winning goal. And he swings, 2 seconds on the clock, and he misses. But then he winds up, gets a second swing in there. The clock is still at like 2 or 3 seconds. I don't know how that timing worked out, but good for them. And he gets it in, and they win the game. Hey, up top, big guy. So Dave gets to keep his soul. That guy gets to do his victory dance. It's kind of a win-win for everybody. They switch jerseys real quick so that nobody realizes that it wasn't Dave out there.
All right. After all the bad training, after all the lack of encouragement, how could you deceive us like this?
And Miss B is so disappointed that she fires him from being a demon, or, you know, flunks him out of demon school or whatever. So now he's gonna join Gabby and be an angel now. So good for him. They're just a couple of very chaotic angels. I love it. And in a terrifying puff of smoke... she's gone. Oh, he kissed the cup. In this climate, in a Panda Express... I know this was in 1999, but still... freaks me out, man. And so now Dave... his girlfriend's kid, and their 2 new angel buddies are all like a big family, and they ride the tilt-a-whirl thing together with some really questionable graphics. And that's the end of the movie. This movie was just such chaos, and I really actually enjoyed it. I'd like to say thank you to the person who submitted this request so that I knew to cover it. I'm sorry that I cannot find your comment because it was a while ago and I just completely forgot and found it like in the depths of my request folder, so I'm sorry it took so long, and I apologize, but thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so. Because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Keep tripping over my words, but you guys know.
Tonight on Disney Channel, two teens do the switcheroo and discover what it's like to be the other. Catch Model Behavior tonight at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel.